Um, yeah. All in all, this was actually a very nice weekend I've had. We spent the last 2 evenings with my folks. They're sort of a little shook up from all these tough times, so you know, it was wonderful seeing them again. And honestly, I'm really glad I'm seeing them a little bit more often. I mean, it sounds rather, what's the word I'm thinking of? I can't think of the word. It's not redundant. It's actually that's completely the wrong word. What's the, not arbitrary. Basically, what is it? It's basically I mean, I know we're supposed to be staying inside, but I should be doing, but I'm doing the opposite of that technically when seeing my folks. That's what I'm trying to say. I know there's a word for it, but for the life of me, I can't think of it. And only later is it going to hit me after I'm done recording this. That's a great way to kick off on Monday. Hello, good morning, happy Monday. So yesterday was pretty quiet. Yesterday for breakfast, I was feeling rather nostalgic, so I made myself a breakfast sandwich. Yeah, one of those bacon, egg, and cheese sort of sandwiches you get at, like, fast food places. I made one myself. It was amazing. Well, I say made one myself. I mean, the biscuits I got were, like, store-bought, and instead of doing a fried egg, I had to do scrambled just because I just like how I just really prefer scrambled. Actually, I prefer most kinds of eggs. I just wanted to scramble mine. Plus, honestly, it takes a lot longer as a collective whole to do one individual fried egg at a time than to do, scrambled eggs. Especially when, if you've ever seen the Hot Ones episode featuring Gordon Ramsay, you know that it's actually pretty easy to make eggs. So yeah, it was a really rather restful morning, Spent the entirety of that morning watching the Golden Girls, which, it's the Golden Girls, it's awesome. And later that afternoon, I went to visit my folks. And, for dinner, it was a very, very lovely evening. For dinner, we had my mom's homemade spaghetti and meatballs. Or spaghetti if you are younger than the age of 3. Or Spaghetti if you're a fan of King of the Hill. Anyway, yeah, it was very lovely. Because here's the thing. This is what my mom does, and it's, first of all, she makes her own homemade meatballs. Alrighty, that is awesome. And she actually picked this up from my grandmother because, she was married to my father. She had to know how to cook for him, right? And what my mother will do is she'll get her homemade meatballs, quickly, brown them in the oven before, she does what she does with them. She'll take her meatballs. She'll take several, I believe I forget what kind of ribs. I know they're pork ribs, but for the life of me, I can't. They're not like baby backs. They're not short ribs. They're the kind of ribs that come, like, individually. I forget what they are, but she'll put those in, like, put it on a crock pot or slow cooker if you prefer. And she'll cover that entire thing in Prego. And actually what she did to make it even meatier is she cooked up some ground beef, put that in there as well. This was a meaty pasta sauce, and it was amazing. Needless to say, it really brought me back to, growing. Oh, I gotta say, this is actually gonna be rather funny. For the longest time when I was little, I really did not like spaghetti. I think honestly it was because, like, there might have been one time when I was like really little and I had spaghetti and I got sick from it. So, a psychologist is going to tell you that when that happens, you're going to want to avoid that problem again. So for the longest time I didn't have it, but as time went on, I knew I had to, grow up and maybe give it a second chance. And I did. And I liked it. And I've never gone back since. Funny enough, it actually happened for that little stint I was in the Boy Scouts. I was in the Boy Scouts for a little bit. Not long though, maybe a couple of years. Well, yeah. Anyway, so I'm in. So we got together and have a big spaghetti dinner for ourselves, and I tried the spaghetti, and it was nice. I'm really glad I had after all this time. To be perfectly honest, the reason why I did Boy Scouts is because we were promised that we could do that giant sleepover in the Arnott Mall. And, man, that was worth doing it. Man, seriously, like, if you have a kid and you don't know whether or not they want to be Boy Scouts, like, seriously, the spending the night in the Arnott Mall is worth all the hype. It really is. Like, you just stay up late, you go to Regal Cinema, watch a movie. Actually, the first year I did it, we saw Jimmy Neutron. Like, when Jimmy Neutron first aired, that was pretty awesome. No, it was, hold on. No, I ended up doing it twice. The first time was, The Little Vampire, I think. Yeah, that awful movie that starred a young Jonathan Lipnicki. I hear he's actually Jack now. And then a year later we saw Jimmy Neutron. It was awesome. Like, you stay up late. Like, back when they had the friendlies in the Arnott Mall, you got like breakfast the next morning. Oh man. That's pretty sweet. That's some good memories doing Boy Scouts. I mean, I got like the Webelow badge. Yeah, Webelow is actually an acronym. It's called We'll Be Loyal Scouts. So, yeah, I got that badge. That's pretty sweet. Yeah. Wow. Of course, talking about spaghetti would automatically lead me to talk about sleeping in the Arnott Mall. Anyway, so after that, my family got together, watched, watched a little bit of TV. That was quite nice. We actually watched Kingsman. I love Kingsman. Kingsman's such a great movie. It's one of those movies where I could watch over and over again and never get tired of it. I love Kingsman. Golden Circle's pretty good too. Anyway, so yeah, all in all was a very lovely evening. Don't really have many complaints, if any. What can I say? I just had a great time. Ah, boy. I know that we're sort of living in times right now where it's a little bit, where people do get a little bit stir crazy. And I feel you. But, one thing I have noticed is that things really are starting to get better. I'm finding that people are finding more and more ways to kill time by spending time with their family, which I've been doing as well. So I can definitely attest to the fact that works. Other than like waiting for, everything to sort of blow over. I mean, it's going to be some time. It is. I mean, I suspect things are going to start blowing over when we get to Easter, I think, which is pretty close to mid-April. I mean, personally, I hope it's a little bit sooner. Plus, I mean, with this whole coronavirus thing, everything has just been turned upside down. I think we can all agree that, some people are having bad things happen to them, say like a death of a family member, stuff like that. And that stuff could happen regardless, whether the coronavirus thing was going on or not. But I think because of the coronavirus and just how into flux it's put everything, it really sort of, like, in a way, I guess it's kind of like pouring salt on the wounds. Especially if you have a loss in the family, because of the fact that we're doing social distancing and stuff, you can't really have good funeral arrangements until after the fact. Till a long time from now. It's hard. And again, I had dinner with my folks last night. I was actually supposed to see my brother and his wife yesterday because they were going to come too. But again, because of all the coronavirus stuff, they didn't want to come out. Which is a real shame too. It's an opportunity to see my nephews because of it. Pretty sad, actually. I mean, even if that was the case, there'd be like so many crazy things that would have to go on. Like, I've said this before, but some families I know are actually like keeping their like kids inside. Like the parents are going out, but the kids are staying inside. And my brother and my sister-in-law have taken it to the furthest extreme where if you want to see them or my nephews, you first have to, obviously if you want to do it, they have to ask for permission. Because you can't just simply go and invite yourself. That's just plain rude. Believe me, I have several members on my mom's side of the family that do that all the time. Anyway, so first you have to ask for permission to go. And even then, even if you do get permission, you have to shower and change into a different outfit. Now you're probably thinking, what's so bad about that? Well, here's the thing. What if you were already showered to get your day started and you were wearing a decent outfit? Now you gotta do that all over again. Not fun. Especially when the outfit you had on previously was actually, quite nice. Honestly, allergies. Excuse me. Don't worry, it's nothing bad, I swear. Oh, man, it's early. It was like just after 6 a.m. when I started this video. That should give you a brief rundown as to when I started. Now where was I? Honestly, I don't really know what is going to be going on for now. I mean, I'm sure some things are going on. I mean, thankfully I can still talk about the Masked Singer when I get to it on Wednesday. That'll be nice. I just hope that, it doesn't really take necessarily too long to get to. And, although one thing I have to talk about before I go, if you've been watching me for a long time, I've been putting a video link in the description regarding False Swipe Gaming's How Good Was a Pokemon, actually. It's the history of competitive Pokemon battling. I mean, I'm a huge Pokemon fan. Of course I watch it every week. Yesterday was easily the longest video they've ever done so far. And funny enough, it was a remake, which is odd because they were marketing it as something something pretty big. Considering the videos they've been doing up until now, I actually thought he was going to talk about either Excadrill or Ferrothorn. But no, this is a remake. A very good remake. It's actually about a Pokemon I think about a lot. It's the Pokemon a lot of people think about a lot. No, not that one. No, not that one. No, not that one. Yes, that one. Like, favorite, share, hit the subscribe button. Follow me on social media platforms, channel notifications on YouTube. Feel free to comment if you like. I never how I made this video for all you guys watching. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Monday. And remember, if you guys want to talk or chat, everyone's going to be here to London here. I'll always have your back. Take care and make good choices. See ya.